Troy Brathwaite, Chief Operating Officer for the Federal Programs. I've been here now for 17 years. We first started at Cayuga. I was working at a non-for-profit agency, Catholic agency, Pius XII, and we were subcontracted with Cayuga Centers to do an alternative to incarceration program with the state. That program lasted about for 2 years, and then because of issues with the Catholic Church and lawsuits, that program basically was defunded. So as Ed contracted with us, instead of shutting the program down, he said, you know what? It's such a great program, I'm going to take it over. So I remember him meeting with us at a hotel in Manhattan with my current staff. We had about 10 staff members. It was a small program. And he said, you know what, we're not shutting down. This is a great program. You are now under Cayuga Centers. Within 2 weeks, we were looking at spaces in Southern Boulevard in the Bronx. Ed pulls us over and we took over that program. It was myself, Ed, sitting in the hotel rooms, putting everything together, and we got to New York City. I would go to Auburn once a month and stay there sometimes for 3 or 4 days just to get acclimated what Cayuga Centers were. Although Cayuga Centers were around for at that time I would say 100 and maybe 50, 55 years, we were the babies in New York City. All the other agencies in New York City were around as long as Cayuga Centers, but no one heard of Cayuga Centers when we came to New York City, so that was an adjustment. The foster care agencies in the city really didn't help out a lot. We had to learn everything by ourselves. And I remember one meeting we had at ACS, Administrative Facility Services. They were like, who are you guys? What makes you different? And when we pitched how we have like wraparound services, how we're dealing with the trauma, how we have, at that time we had like skills trainers. They had no clue what that was. How each child had a skills trainer, a clinician, a case manager, wrapped around to give them service and that support. They were like, how can you afford that? We can't do that. So we would look at the outsiders, but that worked. Actually, ACS invited us in, and at that time they were remodeling how they're dealing with working with kids. And we presented what our model would look like, how it's trauma focused, and they actually built the current TFFC model that used for ACS. They took a lot of what we were doing. Originally, we knew nothing about, we only knew about state contracts, city contracts. And I believe at the time another agency, they were doing it. And I believe Ed had hired someone who writes RFPs and say, look, we just need to search to see how we can grow in New York City. So they found this unaccompanied children program. We did this research, we wrote the RFP, we submitted it. I believe at that time it was for like 90 beds. And they wrote back, oh, you were accepted, you know, the RFP was great, but at this time we do not have funding, sorry, reapply. So then I believe 3 months later, they said, hey, are you still interested? We was like, yes. So they said, submit it. And I believe I probably got the number wrong, but we then applied for 90, thinking, oh, we had to apply for the same thing. They said, great, you've made it, you now have 180 beds. We're like, wow, okay, we'll take 180. And from there, I mean, we've been doing the unaccompanied program.